Hello, everyone. My name is Deidre Norton. I am your platinum leader for Team Sky and Team Skyline. So most of you that are here today are here for a training on how to book a cruise with Royal Caribbean from start to finish. We're going to go over the very basics. I also want to add that any cruise line, Carnival, Royal Caribbean, Princess, all of them. The nice thing about it is until you're able to learn the platform and really know how to navigate, you can always call the cruise line directly, all right, and have them prepare a quote. Tell them what you need. They'll help you with it. They'll send you the quote via email. They can book for you, whatever you need. So that's one thing that's nice about our cruise line suppliers, is you are able to do that. But we're going to go over just some of the basics today for Royal Caribbean. Share my screen. For those of you that are not registered for Royal Caribbean, you do that obviously in your back office in the Travel Cafe. And you go to USA Suppliers. It's the Suppliers tab. I'll show you that really quick. So this is where you're going to go when you register for any supplier at all, always, okay? Go to Travel Cafe. And then over here on the left, you're going to scroll down to where it says suppliers. And then here is all the suppliers by country. So obviously we'd be USA. Or if you see a supplier that requires you to fill out a supplier's request form, and it will tell you that you have to come here and you have to submit the supplier request form in order to be approved. So we click on USA. Here it's going to pull up all of our suppliers we have access to. Of course, the red preferred means it's indicated preferred supplier. So those are ones you definitely want to get registered for. So for Royal Caribbean, you would scroll down. And you're going to see Royal Caribbean. Here, you're going to click continue. And then you see it pays 16%, tells you about it, and then you come on down. This is if you're already registered. So if you've already registered for Royal Caribbean, this is where you click to log in. Here, individual reservations, it has the phone number you can call. So remember me telling you that you can call. For groups, there's the number, customer service, all of the information you need here. Okay. And then here, how to register. It's always very important for every supplier for you to read the specific instructions. Okay. So this is going to be a self-registration. So you would click here. I've already registered, so it's not going to allow me to pull it up, but then you follow all the instructions. You read right here, any specifics. Choose agent registration. You register as a new agent, and the agency phone number is going to be this, not yours. This is the cruise line reference number. Whenever you call a cruise line, you're going to have to give them this number so they can identify you. For your username, again, specific instructions. You would use your initials and your ID number. So for me, Deidre Norton, I would use DN and then my agent ID number, which is 999561. So see how it tells you that? And then you're going to select yes for a home-based agent. And then it tells you right here, if you haven't registered and you have a cruise, you have to call this. If you choose to call in a booking for a cruise line and you're asked for the agency phone number, see, this is very important. It's kind of like our ADA number for our land stuff, okay? So make sure you give them that number. Now, let me see really quick, because I want to show some of you what it takes and what it means when you have to use a supplier request form. Don't think that Virgin has to do that. No, so let's go back here. Oh, I think I know. Let's do go down to VAX, because I think that's, I want to show you what it means when you have to submit a supplier request form. See where it says how to register? In the suppliers menu, you click supplier request form. So when it says this, you can't just register automatically. You can't go to their website and register. You have to click here. Then it's going to pull up the actual supplier request form. And then you need to fill out all of this information. You have to use the email that is in your back office that you signed up with. And you see right here, VAX requires it. One Source for Princess does. NCL, MSC, Delta, Sandals, you have to be here 3 months or more. And then if it's any other supplier, you click supplier. You just click other if it's not listed here. So that's just a quick overview of how you register for suppliers. It's very important. Also, when you're logging into any supplier to make a booking, make sure that you come to this portal and you do use the portal to log in to your suppliers. You can log in other ways, but for now, for newbies, I highly recommend that way you're ensured that you are going to receive your commissions on your booking and it is booked properly. All right, so now let's go to all right, and then it's going to obviously have you sign in. All right, so you'll come to the main page, looks like this. There is a contact us button. So Celebrity and Royal Caribbean is in cruising power, okay? Silver Seas. So you can choose Celebrity, Royal Caribbean, or Silver Seas if you needed that. I'm not going to go through a whole lot of stuff right here, but there are tabs. You can do ship locators, promotions, search itineraries, cruise planner, booking tools. When you want to book a cruise, you're going to go to Espresso always. But before I do that, I'm going to come over here under training and benefits. I highly recommend for each of you that have not done the training to do the training and certifications tab. Go to here. And we have technical issues. But this is where you'll find the training anyways. Sorry about that. Okay, under benefits. Here's travel agent rates, virtual trainings if you want to charge virtual. You've got sales and marketing tools, so you can use their social media marketing in here. You can create an e-quote. You've got digital brochures, marketing resources. So I highly recommend for you guys to utilize all of your sales and marketing tabs in any of your suppliers. That's great ways to find promotions, specials that you can post on all of your marketing platforms and channels, okay? So to book a cruise, you can either come down here, start an individual reservation, start a group. We're going to try to make this really simple. So you would come here and you would go to Espresso. And it says we're going to start a individual reservation. Here is where you would find your cruises you already have booked. So you would type in your reservation or it would pull it up. Okay. So we're going to do start an individual reservation. Brings you to the page that looks like this. We're going to choose Royal Caribbean today. All right. If you know the ship that you want to go on, you can. All right. So you can pick a ship if you have a particular. Filter that way. You can filter by destinations. You can filter by departure ports. Port of calls. So I don't really do any of these when I'm just coming in here and searching for maybe some options or what's available. I do qualify my clients when I ask them, do you have a specific destination you want to go on? You want to stay in the Caribbean, Bahamas, Bermuda, etc., Mexico, Hawaii. And if they live in Florida, this is really important. Most of the time they're not going to fly. Sometimes they will. But you could check maybe what's their nearest port. So let's say, for instance, if we wanted to do Miami, or if we wanted to do Port Canaveral. So let's just say today we're going to choose Port Canaveral, okay? And then you can filter by departure date. So if you're trying to give them some ideas, like if they give you a date range, you can filter by dates. So we're going to put in here, we'll just stick with August 2nd since we're here. If you know they want a 4-night, 5-night, whatever, you can put it in here. I don't normally do that because you get better results. Okay, so be one room. If it's two, excuse me, you can do 2 rooms. Two adults. Okay, if they need a accessible stateroom, you can do. If it's going to be 2 cabins and they need connecting staterooms, you are going to include children here. So let's just say if we had 2 kids, it's going to ask you for the ages and you do have to put that in. Okay, so today we're going to say no for 2 kids. If you have a promo code you're using, you can add it here. If they have loyalty numbers, that means if they cruised before, you would want to add it here because it's going to pull up any specifics. Here, you can add if they're over 55, if they are US or Canadian law enforcement, fire, EMT, military, Canadian forces. And then you don't have to select their state or province, but you can if you know. So let's just say they were in Georgia and they're over 55, and we do have, let's say, fire, okay? And then we're going to click search. Oh, and then if you needed to add a second room, back up here is where you could add that second room, second cabin if you need it, okay? So then when you get to this page here, it's basically going to pull up all of the available itineraries for sailings from August 4th, and it goes pretty far out, September. So you could have filtered that out a little better. All right, so you know I put in August 2nd, which means too close. So let's just say that they're going to sail, they want to do so if you click on the ship here, I'm going to give you the details. Deck details, okay? And if you were to choose, let's pick, so we don't have a lot of cabins available here. Let's find something that has a lot of cabins available. So Royal Caribbean sells out quick. Let's do this, Wonder of the Seas, 7 nights. And you see here, we have all of the cabins available. When it says NA, it means it's not available. If you have a specific date and a specific ship itinerary you want to use, call into your cruise line, Royal Caribbean, whatever. And even though it says NA, they may have cabins available that you could book. And you see here, interior, ocean, balcony, deluxe. So you see where it says NA. This means for this particular cruise that they say they don't have any ocean view cabins, but you might could call in and you might could get one. So we're going to do September 1st, Wonder of the Seas. Now, if you were to click on the date at first, when you click on the date, this is where you're going to see the actual itinerary. It's going to tell you here prices from. Here's the dining times that will be available. And you see here where it already shows my time and 7:45. So this cruise is pretty close to being sold out. And this is where it shows you your itinerary for that. Okay. So this is going to go to Cocoa Bay, Bahamas, St. Thomas, St. Martin. That's a pretty good cruise right there. Okay. So let's go back down here and choose our cruise. So then we select it. Then we're going to come down and we're going to go select. If you have a promo code, put it here. Total fees and port taxes per person is $138. And it says price includes all guests, taxes, fees, and port expenses. So that is all that is included in the pricing that we're going to get. You have to add trip insurance and you have to add your gratuities. Anytime I do a booking, I always tell my clients when I'm talking to them before I start, I'm going to give you a total price that will include taxes, fees, and port expenses. Also, your gratuities to be prepaid. because it's better to take care of those up front. If they say they don't want them added, that's fine. They can take care of it on the ship. But it's a lot less troublesome to include it in the total price. That way it's done, taken care of, because they have to pay it regardless. Then you want to ask them, of course, do they want cruise protection? You tell them that you're going to include that protection in their total pricing as well. If your client refuses trip protection on anything that you book, please, please, please get it in writing. Send them an email. I just would like for you to confirm and reply back to me that you are declining cruise protection, trip insurance, whatever it is. That way, when it comes to errors, omissions, insurance, fraud protection, chargebacks, that's where Archer, all that coverage is going to kick in. You're going to have that credit card authorization form signed, showing they agreed for you to charge that total amount of what the price is. And then if your client for some reason gets disgruntled, and it could happen. I've been here 2 years. I've never had it happen. I'm going to knock on wood. Okay. But if it does, then for whatever reason, and they get upset because you can't make something happen they want to happen, or they didn't follow their final travel documents on how to board the ship, etc., vacations, whatever. Then, and they say, you know what, I'm gonna file a chargeback on my credit card. And if they do, it's going to go to Archer. Archer then is going to reach out to you, and they're going to say, this client has a chargeback. Did your client purchase trip protection or insurance? No, they didn't. Do you have that in writing? Yes, I do. Do you have your credit card authorization form? Yes, I do. That right there is going to allow that coverage to kick in, and you are going to be covered because you followed all of the procedures that is required for a booking from start to beginning. If they decline trip insurance, get it in writing. Make sure you get a credit card authorization form signed. You keep your credit card authorization form in a safe place until their travel is completed and you've been paid your commissions, and then you discard it. You don't submit your credit card authorization form to Archer. Only your commission tracking form is submitted, okay, when you do a booking. All right, so here, we're going to come on down again. If you wanted to look at this itinerary, you can click here as well. It does the same thing. You can create a quote email, send it to your client. All right, so then you see these are all the sailings that this ship is actually doing. We chose September 1st. If you were trying to find a better deal and they gave you a date range that was better, you can see that this September 15th cruise is it starts from a little less. You can still go over September 22nd. And here they're going to lower because we're getting into that whole hurricane season, right? You book any cruises during hurricane season, I highly recommend you insist that they get trip protection. If they don't and something happens, they're going to have no recourse. Okay. So let's go back to our September 1st booking. We know we're doing this one. Category type. You could go ahead and filter if you know what they want. If you only want to see the available cabins, filter. Offers. All offers is what you want to pick. Okay. Up here at the top, insurance, gratuities, and options. You can click here. So see what it tells you? You have to select a cabin category before proceeding to this portion. You can view promotions if you want to see promotions that they're offering. Again, we pretty much already have all this. So these typically I do best rate. Okay. Typically, or I look for a BOGO. This is normally pretty good. So let's just go back. Just wanted to show you that. All right, we're on our September 1st. Here, you're going to see any onboard amenities that you're going to be able to provide your clients. It's going to be included. So for this particular cruise, your clients are going to get a $50 onboard credit per stateroom. So that means $25 per person or $50 total that they can spend on the ship, how they choose. So then we're going to come down here. So here, see where it says individual best rate? And you're going to scroll down. Let's just say that our clients want to do a balcony. You see the cabin categories. Ultra spacious, which is going to be obviously bigger than your normal large. It's going to give you a larger balcony. Ocean view with a large balcony. You see it, there's a promo. So we're just going to come here and we're going to do ocean view balcony guaranteed. When you pick a category for a guaranteed cabin, what this means is that your client's cabin will be assigned by the cruise line. You cannot pick their stateroom. So when you're qualifying your client, always ask them, if I can get you a better rate with a guaranteed cabin, explain to them what it is and ask them if it's okay. And that's what they want to do. Choose this. It's going to be a little less. If your clients want to be able to pick their cabin, if they've cruised before and they know they like a certain deck or they know they like a certain area of the ship, choose that, okay? So you can see right here, boardwalk view balcony, which means you're going to view the boardwalk inside the ship. It's still a balcony, but it's not ocean. So ocean view balcony means exactly what it says, ocean view balcony. Wait list means there's a wait list for this particular cabin. It's a 4D category. Let's do ocean view balcony, a 2D category, BOGO 60. It means you're going to buy one, get one at 60% off with that NRD promotion. And we're going to choose this. Here, I'm going to bring you back here. I don't know why it does that, but we have our cabin picked. Then you scroll down to the bottom. Now, you can create an e-quote. What an e-quote is you're going to prepare a quote to be able to send to your client to give them an idea of what's available. Okay? You can pick up to 8. I don't typically do this. I prepare a quote, email it to myself, and then I give my clients options. If they don't know, they just want to see pricing, then here it is. Interior starts from, shows this. Ocean view starts from this, all right? And then you can come on down, you can review the email and send it to them. That'll just give them something to start with. Now, if you want to do a price quote, you click this, and here is where it's going to pull up all your information. So the total cruise is $3263.44, 2D. Their deposit is going to be $500. It's due August 9th. Final due date will be August 9th. That is because we're so close to the departure date. Typically, cruises are booked. Most people do it 6 months in advance. So you're going to have payment options for them as well. Okay. So you scroll down here and you see the total amount is $3263.44. It's just kind of a breakdown. And then this is where you can view what your commission would be. So $405.92 is what our commission will be on this. Now remember, they pay 16%, so that's $405.92. But when commissions are paid, remember, we get 80% commissions. So $405.82 times our 80%, that means we're going to get $324.65 on that cruise. So just remember that, okay? Now let's go back here because I want to show you how you can include gratuities. Now that we've picked that cabin category, now we can go here. This is where it will allow you, if you're trying to give them the total pricing, port fees and taxes are included right here. So we already know that. And so let's say they want to get cruise care. And we're going to add that to them. Okay. We already know you have to put the state that they're from to add this. So it's always good to get their state of residency, which we normally do, right? All right, then we're going to add it. Here is where your gratuities. We're going to add it for all our guests. Why add it for one or not and not the other? It's kind of crazy. So here we're going to add it. And the gratuities for each person for that cruise is $126 each. So let's add it. We know we have it done. And then we're going to click continue. Now it's going to give us our new pricing. So the total amount for this particular cruise, including our port fees, taxes, trip protection, and gratuities, is $3793.44. Now I don't even know what cruise we had picked. Was it 2N? So why did this change, I wonder? Oh, it's because we added, okay. Oh, no, there it is, our 2D stateroom. Okay, it's up here. I was about to say, whoa. This is, brings you back so that if you want to pick a different cabin category for some reason, you can. So then we're gonna do price quote again. Now do you see how it changed the amount? $37.93 because we had your cruise care added and we have your gratuities added. Here's your commission. So now when you sell that cruise care, it's going to give you extra commission. Okay. Now, for those of you that don't know about 10 leg, I highly recommend to register for them in the back office. For most all of my trip protection, I use 10 leg. I normally do not include trip protection in any package I do. Sometimes I do, it just depends. But 10 leg allows you to register and get an affiliate link. And 10 leg insurance is better than your typical trip protection insurance from our suppliers 95% of the time. And they pay us 16%, 17%. So you see right here, cruise care only pays out 10%, not the 16. So you could use 10 leg, provide them with a policy, and you're going to get 17% commission of whatever that total is. The nice thing about 10 leg is you can send them the affiliate link. They can choose and customize what type of insurance they want. They can purchase it directly from your affiliate link. You'll get an email and then you just submit that commissions tracking form for that insurance package and you're going to earn 17% on all of your trip insurance that you sell. Okay, so we'll just leave this in here for now. Now, if you were trying to send your client this quote, you could do price quote again and copy and paste, all right? Or if we were ready to book, you could hit continue. In order to hold a cabin, this is where you're going to come and you're going to pick that stateroom. So 2D category is going to be available on deck 11. You see here, all of these are available. This is interior. We know we don't want that. So you know they asked for that balcony. You see all these. That means it holds 5 or more people. This asterisk right here. See, I don't hardly ever book in here. Where did it go? This. If we do deck 11, there we go. Now let's see. So if you were to pick that particular stateroom, see what it says, not available. Purple, it's going to tell you not available. Yellow is available. So if they want to be towards the front of the ship or the rear of the ship, that's important to know as well. Okay. And then it shows you over here what these different things mean. So an asterisk is it will hold up to 4 people. Stateroom occupancies is up to 3. It's the blue. Blue's available. It's a 2D category. And the reason we know this, because we know that that's the color. So that's the color that you want. This purple, if you were to click it, this is going to change the cabin category 4D. So it's what's telling you not available. So we're looking for one of those blue balcony cabins. We're going to choose this one, not available. not available. Wow, we got a lot of ships that are rings that are not available. So this just kind of tells you what it is. See, I call the cruise line. That's just me. I don't hardly ever do it like this. What is this one? Purple. Nope. There should be something that's going to tell us. When these cabins are available. I know I found one a while ago that was available, did we not? There. This is a CB. So let's just see what this means. Connecting balcony. Don't necessarily need that. So we're pretty limited on what we can choose. Which when I would be in here doing this and I kept seeing all this, I would be on the phone calling. Are there going to be any available cabins at all? How frustrating. 1652 available. Okay, so then we're going to do either view details or select. So this is if you want to try to hold a cruise, like to secure the pricing. Okay, we're going to proceed to guest details. And with Royal Caribbean, you can enter, I think you can do a TBA. I don't recall. This close, they may not allow you to do that. But if you have your clients' names and you want to at least hold it for them, you can enter all the information. So let's just say, I'm just going to use Mr. All right, no loyalty number, Georgia, fire. You can, passport information is optional. And then for guest two, let's just say we were going to do. Oh, see, I hate when they do this. So see how this messed us up? So this is what you have to do. He is 16 slash July 1965. Oh, we don't have to do the slash. How annoying. What is wrong with this? The day is the 16th. This is why I call cruise line, y'all. We're gonna leave it that way for now. Oh, let's see, the 18th. September 1968, there it took it. I bet what I have to do right here is just do the JUL. Yep. Okay, that was it. See, I taught myself something. How would they like to dine? Confirm seating. So 7:45 and my time is available. We're gonna choose my time. Wait list, table size for 2. You can include if you want, which you would go back to family time. So I think that if you just did this, then you could include this somehow. I don't really know what that means, to be honest. So my time dining, same thing, my time. All right, so if they have a cruise redemption credit, you would enter it here, meaning they could use it if they did a promo. You would enter all this. So now we're gonna come on down, it's clicked, and we're gonna review it and we're gonna book it. So this is what you would do to book it. Oh, here you would do together. Let's just do Deidre Norton. There we go. Prepaid gratuities have been added. This deposit amount shown is non-refundable. There's a $100 change fee. So you could print the price summary if you chose, total due, $500 deposit. So all of this is going to be due August 9th because we're so close to our sailing. You can do tours on here, transfers, add hotels. I book all that separate. So then you're going to come here, and if you were to click finish, so there's telling you can make a payment, print your reservation summary, pretty much. So that's how you would do if you went all the way through and completed the booking. So then if you were to click make payment and you were ready, you want to obviously make sure all of your information is correct. We went through it pretty fast. Then you would come down here, and then this is where you're going to enter all of the information and submit payment. Or we're looking at final pricing. Again, it pulls this back up. So does anybody have any questions? Feel free to unmute and ask. Oh yes, April, without a doubt. I don't know why they don't have it in a normal format. So Nakia, what this probably means is you've not registered correctly for Royal Caribbean. Cruise care, Jennifer, is going to be protection for your clients if they need to change, cancel, weather, something comes up like that. It's not your boat's, it's not the boat's insurance.
Deidre,
Uh-huh.
since this is being recorded, do you have a way to send us the archive video of this? Because I hate to tell you this, but I lost you a long time ago because I'm still on the Cruise and Power site. I'm on, and down below it shows Espresso on the right hand side with my picture and all that stuff. Are you going to send us the archive video?
Yes, it's recorded, and I will, once it uploads and I get it ready, it'll be dropped in all of our chats and it will be provided without a doubt. And again, you guys can message me anytime on Messenger if you need something, okay?
Okay, so oh, you mean the chat in Zoom or the chat in Facebook Messenger?
So is this Diego talking?
Dwayne Mall.
Dwayne, and who's your mentor?
Lies, is that how you say it? Lies?
Liz.
Liz?
Yes, then you will receive it. It will be provided to her and it will be in our chat. So you will receive that.
Okay.
Everybody will receive it one way or the other.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
So here we could go back and return to the summary. But I'm telling you guys, it is so simple to just pick up the phone and call the cruise lines because this platform is complex. There's a lot more to this that we could do. But still, I've been doing this 2 years. I book cruises all the time. I very, very rarely will book a cruise in a cruise platform. I might create a quote to get an idea on what some prices are, but a lot of times, even for quotes, I'll pick up the phone and call them and just say, hey, I need a quote for this, this, and this. I need a quote for an interior cabin, and I also want a quote for a balcony cabin. And they will email those over to you to create a quote. And then you can take that quote and prepare it however you choose to send it to your client. So calling the cruise lines, that's my go-to. Doesn't mean you can't use this. There is a lot more things in here that you could do for preparing a quote, booking a cruise, but calling the cruise line ensures that you've made no mistakes. So, Amelia. Yes, we can. I will message you or you message me. Actually, send me a text when we hang up or when we get off the Zoom. Let me stop the recording.